What is going on, everybody? Vitai the Bean is here back with another episode of Today's in Crypto Show. What has been happening the last 2 days? Absolutely mind-boggling, guys. FTT token from the third largest exchange in crypto, FTX, has fallen by 88% just in the past hours. We've seen the entire crypto market absolutely collapse, and today continue to collapse, shedding $130 billion from the global crypto market. Bitcoin is trading around $17,800 right now. Ethereum falling another 20% on the day. And the question that I'm going to answer with my opinion in this video, first of all, what a lot of people have in mind right now: should you buy FTT token right now after such a massive collapse or not? What's going on with the Binance acquiring FTX exchange with their letter of intent? And what is happening right now? It's been wildly crazy. So I'm going to dig deep in this video about what's going on right now, and everybody in crypto is all over it and talking about it, Binance and FTX. So I would like to start with what Will Clement on Twitter said. CZ, the CEO of Binance, starves FTX of revenue with 0% trading fees on Binance attracting volume, right? Because he did, there you go, zero fee Bitcoin trading will remain on Binance for the foreseeable future. Look at this, zero fees, right? And CZ shoots a headshot by publicly announcing FTT concerns, causing a bank run on FTX and decline FTT price. Remember that Binance CEO CZ publicly said we're going to liquidate all FTT on our books worth $580 million, which they already have done so, I believe. FTX unable to recover holes in the balance sheet. It's in deep trouble. Something is definitely wrong there. Something is going on. We're going to dig deep today. And CZ acquires FTX. Well, not acquired yet, actually. It's a letter of intent. They can back out of the deal at any time, but they have an intention to acquire FTX, and they're doing due diligence right now. Thanks for playing. Is it a master plan of the Binance CEO, a genius plan, after he uncovered some shady activity going on with Alameda Research and the FTX, that he exploited this opportunity to actually go ahead and acquire the third largest exchange? He's one of the biggest, if not the biggest competitor of Binance, thus becoming even more monopolized, even more stronger in the market, and essentially buying it on the pennies, right? For what it's worth. So let's dig into it. So how did we end up getting here, right? Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO of FTX, was once admired as the king of crypto. Now, Alameda Research and FTX are rumored to be on the brink of insolvency. Here's what went wrong, right? For a long time, Sam Bankman-Fried was idolized in the space, famous for his arbitrage trading, founding FTX and Alameda, hugely successful investment like Solana. And Sam accrued an impressive estimated net worth of $10 to $15 billion at his peak. And by the way, if you think your portfolio has sunk, think about Sam Bankman-Fried with a net worth of around $15 to $16 billion evaporated in a few days to back to $1 billion. Like $15 billion gone just like that from his portfolio. It's crazy. It's crazy. Bloomberg cited that this fall of a $15 billion in a net worth of a billionaire is the largest they've seen among billionaires happening in such a short period of time. So in recent times, FTX has been extremely busy leading huge fundraising rounds for new projects. And the public sentiment may have perceived, oh my God, FTX is a big entity, hugely successful, bailing out all these companies, right? Aptos, Layer 1 blockchain, for example, $150 million fundraising led by FTX and Jump Crypto. We have Layer 1 blockchain Sui raises $300 million at $2 billion valuation, led by FTX Ventures. Sam was invincible. Despite Luna Terra crashing, causing chaos. He used the situation as leverage to continue aggressive expansion plan, bail out BlockFi for $240 million, bid for Voyager assets, right? Consider bailing out Celsius. So it looked like, man, this guy has a lot of capital. However, in the background, there was some cracks starting to appear. Eyebrows started to raise with Alameda CEO Sam Trabuccio suddenly resigned on August 24th. Why? Then a month later, FTX president Brett Harrison stepped down. Then resignation occurred just before it was revealed that FTX was facing some legal trouble in the form of security regulation probe from the Texas securities regulator. And Sam Bankman-Fried has a clear interest in politics, evidenced by his involvement in the upcoming midterm elections. You can see he donated nearly $50 million for the campaign. And he was lobbying against DeFi apparently and against peer-to-peer transaction, making business more difficult for Binance, which he did not like and appreciate, and used it also as an opportunity to to sink his competitor, right? This comes after his plan to donate $1 billion in 2024 US election. Then public sentiment was becoming more negative towards Sam. The DCCPA draft bill marked a real turning point for the public perception. A draft of the bill was first leaked online. And then what happened, we have, there's some more sentiments about the public damage of Sam was immense. Concerns started to bubble on Wednesday when Alameda balance sheet was leaked to Coinbase, CoinDesk. It revealed that the net equity of the Alameda business is actually FTX's own centrally controlled and printed out of thin air token, right? Division Sam Bankman-Fried crypto empire blurring his trading tide on Alameda's balance sheet. So it means that the majority of the balance sheet of Alameda Research is actually FTT collateral and the FTT and also Solana-based tokens. Yeah. So then, of course, is Alameda Research, this multi-billion-dollar company, is insolvent, and what we are seeing right now is worse than what happened with Three Arrow Capital, right? More rumors started to proliferate, and the FUD machine entered full force. Allegations of FTX insolvency started circulating, right? FTX is insolvent. We got proof. FTX Exchange Alameda Research hold $8 billion in FTT value, which is illiquid against a real market cap of $3 billion, which means essentially if they wanted to sell Alameda Research those FTT tokens, they couldn't. There is just not enough liquidity for that. Any sell pressure will crush that market cap fast. Fully diluted market cap 8 billion, market cap 3 billion, like bam. Then we saw a massive $584 million worth of FTT transfer to Binance. CZ confirmed it was in fact Binance who executed the transfer. And he said that they're going to liquidate FTT on our books, confirming that. CZ fired short at Sam, started stating that they were selling as a result of learning from Luna, right? That they didn't want to, just hold FTT, right? And it collapsed and they lose a lot of money. So they sold. FTT's primary token, FTT, dumped as a result. $22 didn't hold. Started falling pretty fast, right? You see what happens, a cascading effect from $22 to $2.50, a crash of 88%. And then we got a news that this afternoon FTX asked for our help. There is a significant liquidity crunch, and this is a key word, significant liquidity crunch. To protect users, we signed a non-binding letter of intent intending to fully acquire FTX.com and help cover the liquidity crunch. Once again, liquidity crunch. That's the point. Everybody started to withdraw. They don't have enough liquidity, apparently, for this withdrawal. This bank run on FTX exchange happened. Withdrawals are still not being processed. Everybody held fund in FTX exchange is fucked right now. And they cannot withdraw their funds. So the situation is kind of very, very sad right now for the crypto market. But for CZ is good. If they don't find something terribly wrong with their due diligence, that they don't want to touch it, anything can happen, and then FTX is going to maybe just closed, and that's it, and everybody will lose their funds. Or Binance acquire FTX, everybody will stay safe, but it will actually acquire it for very, very cheap, maybe for free, to help cover all of the assets of the users. Yeah. And Sam Bankman-Fried also confirmed things have come full circle. We have come to an agreement on a strategic transaction with Binance. So he's already like happy about this, that Binance acquiring FTX, but will Binance do it or not? Time will tell. Time will tell. Very volatile times right now in the market. So there you go. That's what has been going on. FTT isn't the only worry though. Alameda holds many more tokens which could be subject to downside pressure if the situation worsens. SRM, LDO, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bit, GOG, Uni, Sushi, AVAX, yeah, and their value and their positions. All right, the FUD surrounding FTX resulted in staggering outflows as people rush to withdraw funds, right? Past 7 days, stablecoin outflows, and you can see right here what happened with FTX. Look at this, $408 million withdrawn just from Nexo in the past 7 days worth of Ethereum, just from Nexo. Look at the stable coins, $451 million outflow from FTX in the past 7 days as of November the 7th. Huge run for their money, withdrawing money from FTX like crazy. Smart money FTX withdrawals. Yeah, so we can see what is going on there. Sam recently issued a response stating that FTX is fine and assets are fine, which is like what Lehman Brothers also done. Yes, we are fine, assets are fine, everything is good. The next thing you know, it goes to zero. However, when treating the situation with caution is when there is smoke, there is often fire. The chances of FTX being insolvent are quite slim, but why take chances in crypto when there is a viable and alternatives? Yeah. Pretty obvious is what was the whole was. FTX lent Alameda $7 billion secured on FTT and Solana. Illegal as fuck. Sam Bankman-Fried has a ton of questions to answer. CZ saw its opportunity and walked away with everything. That's what happened. Digging deeper, I found evidence that FTX might have provided a massive bailout for Alameda in the second quarter, which now came back to haunt them. 40 days ago, 173 million FTT tokens worth over $4 billion became active on chain. Look at this. And that day, over 8.6 billion USD worth of FTT was moved on chain. That was by far the largest daily move of FTT in the token's existence. That was in late September. And essentially, you can see the recipient of the 4.19 billion of FTT tokens was no one but Alameda Research. So what? Alameda and FTX were intrinsically connected from day one, and Alameda obviously participated in the FTX ICO. Alameda then sent the entire balance to the address of the deployer, of the creator of FTT, which is controlled by someone at FTX. In other words, Alameda auto-vested $4.19 billion worth of FTT just to send it immediately back to FTX. So here's what happened probably. Alameda blew up in the second quarter like 3 Arrows Capital and others. It only survived because it was able to secure funding from FTX using as collateral 172 million FTT that was guaranteed to vest 4 months later. So FTT ICO contract vests automatically. If it didn't happen, then probably it will not be survived. The timing makes sense. Alameda and FTX essentially put all chips on the table. In second quarter, they used that cash to bail others out. This solidified FTX image as a solvent and responsible institution, which helped FTT price. But here's what happened. There is a chance the folks from Binance knew about this arrangement. An opportunity emerged. As large holders of FTT, they could start deliberately tanking that market to force FTX to face the liquidity crunch, which is what happened. Long and behold, Binance comes to FTX rescue. Did CZ just walk out with one of his largest competitors at the expense of a relatively large FTT bag he was going to unwind anyways? Huge if true. So, there you go. Now the question is, should you touch FTT? In my opinion, do not touch FTT, because like we saw with Terra Luna, this thing could crash much lower. This thing could, because where is the real utility? Where is the real value? All withdrawals to FTX exchange are closed right now. So do not touch FTT. It can go and continue crashing back to $1, half a dollar, etc. Not sure about zero, but it's crashing, and it's crashing fast. So I will not touch this. Do not speculate on the price. It's highly risky to touch it. What else we have? We have CZ from Binance announcing that all crypto exchanges should do Merkle tree proof of reserves. Bank runs on fractional reserves. Crypto exchanges should not. Binance will start to do proof of reserve soon, full transparency. And they already shown their wallet. They transfer for the fund today, 8,325 Bitcoins, showing full transparency. Here we are, Binance, very safe exchange, very transparent. We're doing everything by the books. We're not lending other people's assets. We're not playing with the customers' funds. We are transparent. We have proof of reserves. And CZ out of Binance is trying to set a standard for other centralized crypto exchanges to be more transparent, because we don't know what is really going on with FTX. Is it really insolvent? Where are the funds, etc.? But it looks like it is in a deep trouble and facing a severe liquidity crunch. And all we have to do right now is see whether or not this deal is going to come into fruition, that this deal is going to come through and Binance will acquire FTX. Meanwhile, looking at the Bitcoin price, what we're seeing here, after breaking out of this triangle, and the bulls were started to be a little bit happy as we approached 21,500. Look at this. It was a trap. It was a fake, essentially, breakout because of all these things going on. And look, we crashed right below this triangle. We actually crashed below the previous low. We created a new yearly low for Bitcoin at $17,200 approximately, reaching $17,100, a new yearly low, which is of course very concerning in the crypto market, because it's set up this fear in the markets that we touched a new yearly low, and will we go to new lows, to $15,000, $14,000, $13,000? That is of course a fear right now in the market that is palpable, and we need to see whether the bulls are going to step in right now and defend this $17,160 new yearly low, and if that is going to be the lowest point in our bear market, or is this going to crash through 17,100, and is it going to go a lot lower than that? Time will tell, but there is definitely fear in the market right now about that possibility, because how deep the tentacles of this scenario with the FTX exchanges go. If FTX is going to go down, think about the implications of that. How many other firms relied on FTX? What is happening with Voyager that FTX bailed out? I mean, it's crazy. The cascade effect of the failure of the FTX exchange can be palpable in the next months ahead. With that being said, I don't want to be the one who is the fear mongering. The situation, as you know, is not that good right now in the crypto market. But hence right now, you need to be the most vigilant about the opportunities to buy the dip, to buy the lowest point in the market, because you may never see those type of prices ever again, as the market is going to accumulate. The whales are buying, and they're buying in droves. They're buying Bitcoin, they're buying Ethereum, they are accumulating. I'm buying Bitcoin, I'm buying Ethereum, I'm accumulating as well. Guys, this is the moment that you've been waiting for for the price to go lower, so you can pick up cheaper prices. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to go into too much more of this. I think I dumped a lot on you anyways with this Alameda research, the collapse of FTX, the potential acquisition of Binance. I mean, it's a lot to chew in here. Coinbase CEO says company doesn't have any material exposure to FTX or Alameda, so Coinbase is doing great. Binance CEO promises to implement proof of reserves after run on FTX, which can be a good thing, but is it really concerning? And let me know, what do you think, that Binance becomes more of a monopoly? You know, if the Binance controlling 90% of the market and with these huge amounts of money, then the regulators can come to Binance. All they need is to regulate Binance, and the entire crypto space is vulnerable to that. Yeah, competition is good. Competition is healthy for the innovation, right? I don't want Binance to become the monopoly, right? Even though they're doing a great job. And also something to notice here, we have a Qcoin outflow of $304 million out of Qcoin. Why is that? Why so much outflow from Qcoin? What's going on? If you have tokens there in Qcoin, withdraw them immediately into your hardware wallet like Trezor, Ledger Nano S, Cool Wallet Pro, or others. Gotta secure those funds. Yeah. So I like those memes. A lot of memes created around Binance and FTX right now. This is fine, etc. Right? Look at this. FTX kneeling to Binance. Yeah, a lot of funny memes right now. Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of Cardano, looking at Binance CEO, like sinking. The news about FTX started to sink in. A strategic transaction. I mean, yeah, that's the situation right now in the market. So we see some juicy prices for Bitcoin. We see Ethereum also juicy prices right now. You can see it over here, minus 31%. Ethereum collapsed in a very short period of time, just a few days. So let's see if this was the low that Ethereum went to $1,134, or are we going to see much lower prices? Time will tell, guys. Time will tell. But that's what I want to show you guys. Do not touch FTT. I think it's highly risky that you do, and you might lose all of your money if you touch FTT. This free falling knife that can go a lot more lower. And to summarize, the implication of this event can be felt weeks and months from today, right? Which confirms with my view that we still have another 6 to 12 months of this bear market before we see the first signs of the bull market appear. So we have to go through this pain. We have to go through this together. We're losing money together, making money together. If you survive this crash, you're still in crypto. You're doing a great job. I give you a hug. But yeah, it's this time everything will also be finished, and we are going to see the bull cycle. So that's the good news, right? That eventually we will see a bullish cycle. We will see all-time highs, previous all-time highs breaking again to the upside. So that's what you need to keep in mind. Accumulate as much as possible right now during the bear market, so you can enjoy the greatest gains in the bull market. So that's what I want to share with you guys. I hope you Have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next episode of Today in Crypto Show.